I'm curious, Catherine. We don't seem to see as much of this type of faith healing, or in the U.S. certainly it's common to see televangelists. Not as common as it used to be, but it's still common.
Mm.
But definitely not as common as in Africa. So why do you think this is so prevalent in across the continent?
Yeah, I mean, I think some people have argued that the reason why Africans are so religious and people of faith is because hardly anything else works. So you don't have a job, you don't have, you can't, you don't have school fees for your kids, you don't have money to get good care. You go to a health facility and there are all sorts of things. Maybe there's nobody there, or there's no, or you don't get healed, for something that you've gone to seek care for. And so you find other ways of, getting by. So I think people have made that argument, and actually there are other arguments which say that when Africans leave the continent and they go elsewhere, they become less religious because everything they used to pray for is there because of this the way the system is set up. So I think there's that people find ways of solving their problems, and you can't rely on one way of solving a problem. You try different ways, and then the problem is solved, and sometimes you don't know which way actually worked, but you keep all of them because you don't want we're always afraid of the counterfactual. If I don't pray, what would happen? If I don't go to church, what would happen? You don't want to know that. Suppose hell is real, so there's all that. We don't have counterfactuals about certain things. And so we sort of, continue doing that. So I think that's more like an effect and a contextual factor in the African context, that there are not many good social services, and therefore we find alternative ways of solving our problems. But then I think, as all of us would know, religion, as I think is you who said this, this is something which is foundational. We are socialized from a very, very, very early age about the role of God and the role of religion in our lives. And so it's not unexpected that we see solutions in religion. I think even though the systems were functional, there will still be a place for religion in our day-to-day problem resolution, because the socialization is very strong. It starts from an early age, and since almost everyone has been socialized, you can't escape it. You go to school, they want you to pray. You have to go to church on Sunday. If it's boarding school, there are certain things you have to do. You come out, you go to your workplace. There are places where you cannot start the day without praying. You can't start a meeting without praying. So it is constantly reinforced in our lives to see God and religion as a solution to many things. And so it's not, I think, unexpected that people would find solace in the church or in the mosque when they are confronted with even health challenges. Yeah.